The conference room smelled like lemon cleaner and old paper. My ex-wife sat across from me, hands folded, smiling like the past was a rumor. Her lawyer spoke. Numbers fell from his mouth. 10.7 million. I stared at the grain in the table, counted lines, breathed. My lawyer leaned in, whispered that we might lose. I felt the floor tilt. Not panic, memory. 13 years ago, she left with a suitcase and a laugh. She said she couldn't handle the noise, the routines, our son's silences. Now she was back, polished, hungry. My boy sat beside me, 17, hoodie zipped, eyes steady. He didn't look at her. He looked at me. "Just let her talk," he whispered. I nodded. The room kept humming. I felt something settle, cold, precise. This wasn't a reunion. It was an excavation. She said she'd been young, confused, manipulated by circumstance. She said she'd always loved him. She said the money belonged to her son, therefore to her. I remembered nights counting pills, not money. Therapy rooms, burnt dinners, progress charts taped to the fridge. I remembered learning his language when words wouldn't come. She never asked about that. Her lawyer slid documents forward, claims of abandonment reversed. A story where I was the obstacle, where she was the mother kept away. I watched her eyes instead of the paper. They didn't flicker when my son's diagnosis was mentioned. They flickered at the valuation. I felt the old betrayal try to rise. I pushed it down. This wasn't about love. It was about ownership, and she had no idea what she was asking for. After the first hearing, I didn't confront her. I went quiet. I pulled records, old messages, bank statements from the years she vanished. Patterns emerged. Money moving before she left. Calls to a number saved as a woman's name. I watched my son work at night. Code flowing like breath. Order where others saw chaos. He noticed everything, always had. "Do you want me to check something?" he asked once. I said no. He checked anyway. Weeks passed, depositions scheduled. Her confidence grew, mine sharpened. We learned where she went, who she lived with, how old he was, how long she'd planned it. We learned about the trust she tried to open in our son's name before she ever called him. I slept fine. That scared. The report arrived on a gray morning. I read it once, then again, slower. Fraud, forged signatures, an attempt to establish guardianship through false medical claims. I slid the folder across the table during mediation, didn't speak. She opened it. Her smile collapsed. Her lawyer stopped breathing for a second. She looked at me like I'd hit her. I hadn't moved. "You lied," she said. A statement, not an apology. I nodded. So did the evidence. My son watched her hands shake, cataloged it, filed it away. The final hearing was short. Her narrative unraveled under its own weight. Dates contradicted. Accounts exposed. Intent revealed. She cried. Loudly. It echoed. I stayed still. The judge spoke about responsibility, about absence, about consequences. When it was over, she reached for my son. He stepped back. "I don't know you," he said. Calm, exact. She broke then, not because she lost the money, because she lost the story she told herself. We walked out together, past cameras, past her lawyer. I didn't look back. That night we ate quietly. Same table, same routine. He asked if I was angry. I said no. Anger needs heat. I felt clarity. She didn't abandon us once. She tried again, and failed again. My son went back to his code, the world bending to his logic. I washed the dishes, listened to the water. Some people mistake absence for innocence. Some mistakes cost millions. I turned off the light.